right. Hey, Mr. Man, how's it going?
It's going.
All right. Oh, I've been better.
Yeah?
Yep, still trying to fight off the last remaining side effects. This medication they gave me is not helping.
Man,
I feel like it's doing me worse than I was before.
Yeah.
So.
Every time I've had to take medication, it seems to do worse than what I'm trying to fight. So.
That's what it feels like.
Hard to make that decision.
Yeah.
Well, did you have time to review that body camera?
I did. I watched it again this morning, and I went over your email, highlighted a few things in case they came up in conversation. I don't know what to tell you. I watched my staff do their darndest to try to assist you and explain the regulations of FOIA for the state of Arkansas. And I understand that you don't want to pay the fees, and especially when there's no time limit that was available, because your FOIA request was pretty extensive. I would suggest in the future that you break it down into smaller requests and submit them separately, so they're not one time so intensive, because as you know, there's a time limit that we got to get those back to you. So that would be my recommendation on it.
For the time limit, as long as you tell me, like, hey, it's such big, we're going to take a couple extra days to do this. You have that time limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, I like to get them back out in a timely manner. That's just,
you guys did great.
That's just the policy, office procedure I prefer to have, is that we don't hang on to them, that they get them done, get them out, okay? Because I don't know, if it's the media, if it's anybody else, don't know what you're going to do with it, but you might need it for your story, you might need it for whatever, but we want to get it back out there to you, okay? So that's only a recommendation. You can follow it, don't follow it, but but if there's a time when there's going to be labor intensive and there's going to be fees involved, I would just make them smaller and separate. You're still getting the information, but you're saving yourself a few dollars. My Miss Denton here, she is a police officer, but she's a specialized police officer. I sent her to a auxiliary course last year, and what she does is she does like bailiff duty, court security. She serves warrants, and on special occasions like 4th of July coming up, she might do some traffic control. But she doesn't write tickets and not out there pulling people over, handling domestic, and she does code enforcement. So that's her role, and that's why, because of the code enforcement role, I went ahead and I had her authorized to be a specialized officer. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat, my voice is going.
I'm dealing with allergies so bad right now, so.
I don't even recognize my own voice right now. So, but that's
I mean, I fully understand that your officers explained it, and they did an absolute awesome job at explaining it. And at the 12-minute point, I said, charge me whatever you want, let me leave.
okay.
But it still kept going, belittling, laughing at, putting down. Still kept happening after that point.
Well, the way I saw it when I watched it, and I agree with you, that interaction was totally too long. Absolutely agree with you.
They said it in the video.
Yeah, at the very end.
We should have stopped talking 20 minutes ago.
Exactly, and I completely agree with that statement. Should have stopped talking to you 20 minutes ago. You have
20 minutes ago, I said, "Hey, just do whatever you got to do."
So it was
making the point.
Yep, and
making points.
The thing is, they should have just took it at face value and went ahead and done whatever they could do to assist you.
I don't think they were assisting me at one point in that video.
Well, I think what they were trying to do, and what it looked like to me, is they wanted to give you exactly what you wanted, and they were trying to specifically ask you questions to get to what you wanted.
But that was brought out in the beginning, at the very beginning, and I said this would work great.
Okay.
So there wasn't any more.
I don't recall that.
But the escalation never stopped.
And I would disagree with the word escalation. I would completely disagree with you that anything was escalated. All right. I did talk to.
Calling someone the biggest jerk.
I did not hear that. I listened specifically for that, and I didn't hear that. Can you tell me where that was in the video? What time mark that was? I've got it pulled up right here.
Yeah, I can.
But
I can pull it up.
I didn't call.
I'm not here to battle with you. The evidence is there, so your statement is your statement. I'm not here.
Okay, well that's fine, sir. I did talk to Officer Denton and advise her that in the future, when a supervisor takes over, that she needs to answer the supervisor's questions, and he'll continue to communicate with whoever we're communicating with. So that was a failure that I did observe, and that should not happen again.
Okay.
So that way you only got one person, because you can't take commands from two people. You gotta have one person that's communicating. And I thought we didn't handle that very well at all. So, like I said, I've made that correction already to the point of, the supervisors handle it. Let supervisors handle it. That's what they get paid for. That's why they have the burden of command to handle it. So,
I just feel like. Remind me how you say the officer's name.
Goggins. Sergeant Goggins.
Seemed to have a problem with my freedom of speech and what I was saying more than.
No, that was an insinuation you kept making. It wasn't that. Yes, sir. You kept making that insinuation when he was.
You keep saying broad things. You said this about the ambulance. You said this about that.
Okay. What does that have to do with trying to limit your freedom of speech? If you make a broad general statement, and we're talking about a FOIA request, trying to narrow it down to exactly what you want, I don't see the relation.
The problem that they had with me was due to my freedom of speech.
No, that's an assumption that you made, sir.
All right.
Okay. Nobody, Sergeant Goggins, myself, and one other officers, we're all veterans of the United States Armed Forces. We do not have a problem with your freedom of speech, and if they do have a problem with someone's freedom of speech, they can't work here. Okay? I mean, I personally believe that I fought. My father, my grandfather, my brother, we're all veterans. We all fought, so you can say whatever it is that you need to say.
They never say anything about you or your grandparents.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's my belief system.
I'm not arguing your belief system.
But
I'm here because of the video. There's evidence, and that's what
I would disagree with your use. Your use of the word evidence. There's documentation, video documentation of what happened, and I feel like my officers were very polite. They were very professional, probably too professional, because I would have personally, if I'd been handling it, the conversation wouldn't have went on that long, and I would have just went ahead and said, okay, just give him exactly what he's asking for. If we don't have because the FOIA says that if we don't keep a document of such, we don't have to create a document of such, and they offered to help you out by creating a document. So,
thank you for that.
So I would not have done that personally. I would not have done that.
Okay.
So.
It says right in the FOIA that you're allowed to do that. That's an option that can be given.
It is, but it doesn't have to be done.
No, but it says it could be done for the citizen and for the
and then you
public,
You made insinuations that you had a legal right or to come in and take audio, video recordings of classified documentation.
You never said that.
Yes, you did, sir.
Okay.
And they told you that you couldn't do that, because ACIC and NCIC rules won't allow you to do that, because that means that we could risk getting all our terminals pulled, that we could face 6 years imprisonment or $60,000 fine. And we don't have it like that. We don't have $60,000 to give anybody out of my budget, out of the city's budget, to be honest with you. So
The exemption says to have the right to review the information for myself. I'd never asked to see any classified information.
okay, sir.
I never did.
All right.
I never did, sir.
If you say so.
Okay.
I'm not going to disagree with you,
It's
but I'm also going to believe what I heard and saw.
Right. I know.
Okay.
I know. So other than what you told me about Ms. Denton, that's the only thing that you found
Yes.
as a complaint.
As not even a complaint. It's just a procedural misstep on her part.
Okay.
That's been corrected.
So harassing someone for
I will disagree.
information that they're trying to get, saying that what information are
You love to use those
Why are you
bait
even
words,
trying to
sir.
give?
But you're not. It's not going to work. No one harassed you. They went out above and beyond to help you. That's what happened. I'm sorry if you see it another way.
Okay. It's all in perspective.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And I believe mine is the correct perspective.
Okay. All right. Your complaints, we'll just move on, because obviously you've already made up your mind before we even spoke, so.
Well, I have a sense of what happened. 44 minutes of what happened. Read your email, highlighted points in your email, and I disagree with your statements.
Okay.
Your complaint is unfounded.
Okay. That's great. This is your complaint form that you give citizens?
Yes, sir.
So on a complaint form, I need a date of birth,
You don't have to put it on
a
there.
social security number.
You don't
a
have to put it on there.
driver's license number?
You don't have to put it on there.
Well, why would it ask for that?
I didn't create the document, sir. That document was in place when I came here.
But you just said the last time I talked to you that you created a new citizen
A system, not.
Okay. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, I didn't even review the complaint form, because you're not mandatorily obligated to put any of that stuff on there.
Sure, but if a form looks like this, doesn't it make you feel like you would have to fill
I
this
can't
out?
tell you how it makes anybody feel.
Is the idea to get that information though?
I don't believe it is, sir.
Then why would it even
I
be
think
on
it's
there?
because it's on there.
Right, but
You have no obligation to put that information on there. When I go somewhere and they ask me for my social security number or my bank account number I don't even put it on there. When I got this job, there was a thing about putting my bank account number on there for my background check. I didn't give it to them because what I have in the bank is none of their business.
I'm just saying, as a citizen, if I wanted to fill this out,
Mhm.
came and picked this up, I would think that that's all the information that was needed
Mhm.
for a complaint to be filed.
Well,
That's all I'm
that's up to you, sir. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We'll answer them openly and honestly.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
I would need a copy of that one and the one from before.
Okay.
Do I need a FOIA request that, or
Um,
an oral request available?
Oral's fine.
Okay.
Did you not get you talking about the one where you talked to Goggins right here?
And you.
Oh,
This one.
oh,
and
the one before.
from-
Okay. I forgot about that one. All right. Be safe, sir.